There are many zodiac signs that are known for certain personality traits, and the Scorpio sign is probably up there, especially the Scorpio man, right up there with the Capricorn man, right up there with the Virgo man, for having quite a well-known dark side that makes people run for the hills and avoid these men for life. So today we're gonna go into a deep dive on the top 5 worst traits of the Scorpio. We're gonna dissect the Scorpio man's dark side. You know, without light, there is no dark, and vice versa. And being a Scorpio man myself, I am guilty of all of these things. And many of us are, so let's get into it. Welcome back to the Scorpio Scriptures Podcast. I'm your host, Master J. This is where we talk about astrology, all things Scorpio related, and the expansion of consciousness. So today, we're going to expand on the consciousness of the dark side of the Scorpio man. Scorpio men, they seem to be loved and hated by people all over the world. And you may have a girlfriend, you may have a homegirl, so why do you like that Scorpio man? She can't seem to get enough of him. When you had experience with a Scorpio and you're like, hell, I ain't never touching anybody born in that time frame again. Reason being is the Scorpio is gifted with intense energy, right? And they can always use this energy for good, and they can always use this energy for bad. So let's get into number 1, the top worst traits of Scorpios, the dark side of the Scorpio man. Number 1 is a cold-blooded, ferocious cutoff game. Can we get a hashtag bye Becky in the comments? If you know what you're saying. Have you ever had to say bye to Becky? You just had to say bye. You just had to cut someone off in your life. Well, Scorpios are known for their intense and cold cutoff game. Many times in my life, and many Scorpios may have done this as well, I have cut off groups of friends, this whole social circles. Not one warning, not one anything. Cut off girlfriends, cut off friends, cut off whatever. And I do say the karma came back to me a couple years later, so you know, just know if you're a Scorpio man on the dark side of life and you're not in control of your life, karma is very real. Almost every single thing I've done to other people has happened to me as well. So the Scorpio man has an intense and very cold cutoff game where they just drop people for no reason, seemingly no reason, or overblowing things out of proportion when extremely immature, I know. Blowing things out of proportion, blowing what happened out of proportion, and cutting people off for life or for years at a time. Scorpio may just vanish because you pissed them off and you don't even know why. Maybe you said there was dirt on their shoe and they took it personally, and with their little emotionally intense egos, they just never ever talk to you again until 7 years later to say, oh, well, Becky, I do apologize for my transgressions. However, you did make fun of my shoe, and because I am Almighty Scorpio, Emperor, Lord of the Land, and Fishes of the Sea, and all that, your transgression is dismissed 7 years later. You know, Scorpios, they do have a very odd way of dealing with the world, and they care about certain things and they take certain things personally, and they have no problem cutting people off, and sometimes it could be to their detriment when they just find themselves ending up alone. So number 1, Scorpio's dark side, ferocious cutoff game. Sometimes cutting off people a little too quick and for the wrong reasons, but just because they felt like that in the moment. See you again in 3 years, Becky. Number 2, Scorpio's dark side. Oh, here we go. I know. This applies to Scorpio man and Scorpio woman. I know. Comment down below number 2 if you've done number 2 with me. I'm not talking about number 2 in the toilet. I'm talking about number 2. Dark side of Scorpio. Top 5 worst and evil sinister traits is vengeance. Ha 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 ha. Who gets the last laugh? Oh, you thought you got the last laugh, huh? Oh, you thought you got the last laugh. You thought you got the last life? Yeah, just you wait. Scorpios, Scorpio men especially, are cold, cool, calm, calculated, and vengeance is their middle name. Did you know that? My name is Jay, middle name starts with a V, and last name is Lay. Jay Vengeance Lay. No, well actually, part of the word vengeance is in there. Vengeance. Every Scorpio's middle name is Mr. Vengeance.com, Scorpio King, whatever. Cold, cool, calm, collected. I'm telling you, if you have a sister or a brother who is a Scorpio or a Scorpio boyfriend and somebody did something to you, you know how these people move. And especially don't be one to turn your back on a Scorpio and have them seek vengeance out on you. Uh-oh. Nah, these guys. What is so dark about this trait? We know we're talking about vengeance, but when it comes to vengeance with the Scorpio, they'll wait. Oh, they'll wait. Years. Yeah, Becky. Yeah, Billy. Oh, Billy! So Billy is now the male version of Becky. Okay, Billy. Made fun of me in 2nd grade for my, not fly Adidas shoes, huh? Yeah, just you wait 20 years later when I see you homeless on the street, Billy. We'll see who's laughing now, Billy. Oh, you need a job at my company, Billy? Well, I remember when you made fun of me in 2nd grade. It's a shame you don't have enough food to feed your cat and your dog, Becky. It's a shame you're on the street due to the recession. I would love to give you a job. But yeah, what you said in 2nd grade, that ain't flying. So good luck panhandling. Yes, Scorpios, they do go that hard. And no, that's not a true story. Nobody ever made fun of Jay's Adidas shoes, but maybe somebody in here that rings a bell. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not even kidding. They will wait. They will wait. He who gets the last laugh is the Scorpio. So don't ever try this emotional and psychological warfare with these guys. These guys are petty. Oh, they petty, all right. They are super petty. And they are not afraid to exercise their power, and especially when it's something petty like that. I'm telling you. I know Scorpios. I am a Scorpio. I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it many times. When someone does something and it just makes you go, damn. Yeah, that's Scorpio vengeance. Damn. That's cold. God damn. Yep. We're talking Scorpio level vengeance. We're talking Scorpio level. It's petty shit. It's just petty stuff. There are some things I am thinking of right now. There's some things every Scorpio is thinking of right now. They're going, yep, I know. Some Scorpio, comment number 2 if you agree with me. You're thinking of someone you know right now, and you're like, yep, I'm just waiting. They thought they could do that. I'm just waiting. Life pays back its karmic debts. Mr. Scorpio's just waiting. He's just waiting, so don't ever think. When you piss off a Scorpio, when you do them wrong, and they just look at you, they go, oh yeah, they plotting something. And that's the worst thing, because you know they're plotting something, and you don't know when it's gonna come. You don't know when it's gonna come. It may be when you're 70 years old in retirement with him, Billy and Becky sitting there. I told you. You just never know. These guys have patience. That is why I'm telling you. You know, their dark side can really be used for good if they can just channel their focus and get out of this warlike nature that comes to the Scorpio. So, that's a great warm up. Excuse me. I'm drinking some water really quick. Sorry I had to open the window. They're doing some housework in my house, installing some stuff, and it smells like smoke. Not a fan of smoky smell. So number 3. Do you guys like this music? You guys like this new song? I think it fits very well. Scorpio. Scorpio vibes. Number 3. Woo! If all the ladies haven't met a man like this, they probably should avoid him once they hear about this. Scorpio man, master of manipulation. Number 3, Scorpio's dark side, masters of manipulation. Not only are they extremely cold with their cutoff game and extremely vengeful, they are masters at manipulation, right? Because the Scorpio, they live in the unconscious realm. So they're always observing, they're watching what makes you tick, they're watching what makes you weak, they're watching what you love, right? Scorpio man's not the type of man to cause damage to you up front. He's that type of man to just see, what does this person love? Where's their weak spot? Where's their core? Alright. And they will manipulate you. They're smooth talkers. Smooth talkers of manipulation. And they will manipulate you to get what they want. That is the dark side of Scorpio. They're experts at manipulation. Man, memories flashing back in my head right now. Look, Jay, every saint has a past. Every saint was a sinner before. So, yeah, manipulation. Scorpios are really good at it. I don't need to say any more about that. Most of the women that are listening to this right now are gonna start saying, yep, masters at manipulation. He told me this. He said he was gonna do this. He said it was just me and him forever. Then I saw Becky call him on the phone saying, I thought it was just me and you forever, Mr. Scorpio. And you're like, what? You got another girl? And it turns out he told the same story to every single girl because he just wanted to manipulate you into, well, you know what men desire. Number 4, top 5 worst traits. Woo, man, of the Scorpio man. The dark side of the Scorpio man. Number 4 is sexual deviance. Yep, everybody knows. Everybody knows this one. I should have put this on number 1 on the list. Scorpios are freaky. We know that. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. But when they get out of control and they cannot control their dark nature, oh yeah, we talking. Woo, we are talking sexual escapades and conquests and notches on the belt. He doesn't have a notch on his belt. He has a notch on a fucking rope. The Scorpio man. Oh man. There's nothing worse than an unevolved Scorpio man that just can't control his dong. Jay's got a saying. Have you heard my new saying? Because I live in Vietnam now. I live in Asia now. The money here is called dong. I say if you can keep your dong strong, your paper will always be long. Meaning if a man can control his nature to, you know, be freaking and not be ruled by his lower nature, it's very likely that he will keep his paper long. Napoleon Hill's sex transmutation. That is what it is. Scorpio man, they got a lot of sexual energy to transmute right there. Oh yeah. And when they can't control it, you bet, I'm telling you, they be sleeping with almost anything that moves. Because this also moves into number 5. It also goes to number 5. They all connect together. As with all things Jay does, he kind of connects everything together. So let's recap that really quick before we go into the last one. Top 5 dark traits of the Scorpio man, the dark side of Scorpio. Number 1, ferocious cutoff game that is ultimately unreasonable because you poked at his fragile ego. And you offended him, but you didn't even know you offended him. Because the things that matter to you and the things that matter to him are completely different, and that's the headache of the Scorpio. Talk about emotional immaturity. Number 2, vengeance. Yep, Lil Billy, Lil Becky, you should have never made fun of little juvenile unevolved Scorpio in 2nd grade because he remembered that. Actually, his whole career, his whole success, his whole drive to win was based off of vengeance. To one day laugh at you and ruin your face. That's all it took. That's all it took. All you had to do was make fun of him. All you had to do was make fun of his 2-striped Adidas that don't have the 3 stripes like the normal shoes, right? So why does your Adidas only have 2 stripes, not 3? he took that personally. And he went above and beyond to become CEO at a new Fortune 500 company. And he looked at what you were majoring in. Oh, computer engineering here. I better start up a computer company now. So when little Billy applies to my company, I can laugh in his face and say, remember when you made fun of my 2 striped Adidas? Even though you have all the qualifications, I refuse to hire you, Billy. Oh yeah, they're vengeful. They're vengeful, right? They are intense and brooding. Scorpio sign, they are a fixed sign. And they are very intense and brooding. They have a nature that causes them to hold on to grudges a little too tightly. And part of them evolving is learning to let go of their nature, which is very fixed and emotionally intense. So I would recommend healing a Scorpio if you want to evolve as a Scorpio. If this sounds like you, if all the top 5 dark traits of a Scorpio sound like things that you do all the time, well, Mr. Scorpio or Mrs. Scorpio, I would highly recommend you go on a path of self-discovery. It's the dark side of Scorpios. I don't know if you should be proud and for being as evil as this guy on the camera right here. Well, number 3, manipulation. Masters at manipulation. Oh yeah, baby, we're gonna do this forever and we're gonna go here. Oh really, I love you so much, Billy. Yeah, Becky, let's go right here. We're gonna do this and we're gonna do this. Meanwhile, I was talking to 39 other girls, telling them all the same story. And once he gets what he wants, which is in your pants, beep, block forever, goodbye. Masters at manipulation. They are masters at manipulation. They are very observant, very sharp, very intellectual, and when this power is used for evil, they can become menaces to society. And number 4, sexual deviancy. Given the man that rules the genitals, Scorpio sign ruling the genitals, yeah, that's a lot of sexual power in there. Scorpio brothers, please keep your dong strong and your paper long, and you'll be a-okay in life. If you don't got that strong dong, oh, you are in for a world of hurt. Because a man that cannot control his desires, oh. Number 5. The last worst trait of the Scorpios, dark side. Power hungry. Oh man. Scorpios are at home. In a CEO position, in a ruling position, in a powerful position, president position, manager position. They're at home. Because they are very good at handling power. Their whole existence screams power. From the way they move, from the way they walk, from the way they talk, from the things they do. It's all about an underlying sense of metamorphosizing, growing, spreading, war, power. And they are naturally controlling. They are naturally manipulative, and they naturally have a very strong energy. So power comes right with that. These men are very power hungry. At the worst of the worst, they can step on other people's toes. They can be abusive. They can be relentless to the point of, you know, destroying personal relationships, sacrificing everything for societal status, for powerful gain and financial gain. They are very, very ambitious and focused when they do something. But when it can be twisted when there is a lack of morality in it. So the Scorpio sign, they are very, 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 they're powerhouses. The Scorpio sign overall is one of the most powerful signs of the zodiac, if not the most powerful. And they are a bomb of powerful energy that can, when utilized for good, can be a great thing. But when utilized for evil, oh man, yeah, they're cold. They don't give a damn about anything but what they give a damn about. And when they want some power, or when they're moving through the world of power, it can really get to their heads. These guys can really start to think their shit don't stink. You know, kind of like Kanye West. Is Kanye West a Scorpio? I don't know. But he kind of has that. It reminds me a little bit of that Scorpio style mind of just like way over the top, way, just like stop at nothing. Stop at nothing. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed the dark side of Scorpio. Let me know what you think. If you add a number 6, what would you add as number 6? The Scorpio's dark side. And if you had any experience with the Scorpio, comment below. Let me know. Let me know how these things went. Did you get cut off? Did you do this thing? Did you do that? How'd it go? Appreciate your support. Check out Healing of Scorpio for those who want to go past their dark side. And sign up for, not sign up, follow us on Instagram. We do Q&As and stuff. You can see me behind the scenes. You want to see me in real life. A real life person. I'm a real person. Not just an internet meme. So Instagram, Master J Lee, JLE, Master JLE. Find that in the description. Get your questions answered there. A lot of video topics are just questions that come from you guys. So I appreciate your support. See you next time.